In the beautiful kingdom of Evermere, life seemed perfect from the outside. Rolling meadows stretched as far as the eye could see, the rivers sparkled like threads of silver, and the grand castle stood tall and proud, crowned with golden towers that touched the skies. Inside that castle lived Prince Rowan. Everyone said he was lucky. He had fine clothes of silk, shoes polished until they shone like mirrors, and banquets with tables filled from end to end with roasted meats, sweet cakes, and golden goblets of juice. But what no one saw was Rowan's sighs when he was alone. He had treasures, but no laughter, toys, but no true play, friends in the court, but no one who truly understood him. "Why don't I feel happy?" Rowan often wondered as he gazed from his tall window. "I have everything, and yet my heart feels empty." A chance meeting in the silent woods. One golden morning, Prince Rowan rode his horse into the silent woods, a forest named not for its silence, but for the hush that fell upon anyone who entered. The leaves whispered like secrets, and the air smelled of pine and wildflowers. As Rowan travelled deeper, he heard something unusual, singing. It was light and lilting, cheerful and sweet. Following the voice, he came upon a girl in a simple patched dress, with ribbons in her hair made from scraps of fabric. She carried a little woven basket with only a piece of bread and a handful of berries. Her name was Quinn. She twirled under the branches, singing to the birds who chirped back like they understood her song. When she saw Rowan, she stopped, but her smile stayed warm. "Good day, Prince Rowan," she said with a small curtsy. Rowan tilted his head. "You know who I am?" "Of course," Quinn laughed. "Everyone in Evermere knows the prince. But tell me, what brings you here with such a heavy face?" Rowan frowned slightly. "Heavy face? I suppose it's true. I don't feel happy. I don't understand it. I have everything, but joy still slips through my fingers." Quinn's eyes sparkled with kindness. "Maybe you're looking in the wrong places." Bread, berries, and shared laughter. Rowan dismounted, curious. "And where do you find happiness, Quinn? You don't have banquets or castles." Quinn sat on the soft grass beneath an oak tree and patted the ground beside her. "Sit with me, and I'll show you." From her little basket, she pulled out the bread and berries. The loaf was small, cracked at the edges, but Quinn broke it cleanly in half. She handed Rowan a piece. "You'd share with me, even though you have so little?" Rowan asked in surprise. "Food," Quinn said with a grin, "always tastes better when it's shared." They ate together, and Rowan was amazed. The bread was plain, but somehow, with Quinn's laughter bubbling like music, and the birds singing overhead, it tasted sweeter than anything from the royal kitchen. The berries burst with flavor, and Rowan's heart felt lighter. The joy of simple things. After they ate, Quinn showed Rowan how to weave a crown from daisies and clovers. He laughed as the petals tickled his nose. "Now you're a king of flowers," Quinn teased. They raced along the riverbank, skipping stones. Rowan tried and failed at first, but when Quinn cheered him on, his stone finally skipped once. Then twice. He felt as proud as if he had won a great tournament. As the sun dipped lower, Quinn pointed at the sky. The clouds turned pink and orange, and the first stars began to appear. "Look," she whispered, "the world gives us gifts every day. We just have to stop long enough to notice them." Rowan's chest swelled with warmth. He realized he had been blind to these simple joys, too busy thinking happiness had to be grand and glittering. A lesson to carry home. When it was time to leave, Rowan took Quinn's hand gently. "Today you've given me more than gold ever could. You've shown me that joy can be found in small things, bread shared with a friend, laughter under the trees, even skipping stones by the river." Quinn smiled softly. "Then you've discovered my greatest treasure." From that day on, Rowan returned often. Sometimes they shared stories, sometimes they played with the village children, and sometimes they simply watched the stars in comfortable silence. Word spread across Evermere that Prince Rowan had changed. He laughed more, smiled freely, and began visiting villages to share meals and listen to people's stories. The kingdom no longer called him simply Prince Rowan. He became known as the Joyful Prince, not because of his crown, but because he had learned that the greatest happiness comes from kindness, friendship, and finding beauty in unlikely places. Moral of the story: true joy is not found in riches, castles, or crowns. It is found in kindness, sharing, friendship, and the small, simple treasures of everyday life. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.